Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of In the Box Seats as we talk all things Gold Coast Turf Club. Once again joined by the panel of Gibbo and Ella. Big weekend coming up,
Hello.
massive.
Very big, one of our biggest.
We have a big show today, so we'll try and cover it all, or Brett won't be happy with us. So
No, that's what he said to me this morning, make sure he looks good, so that's the main thing. Of course, it's Men Matter Race Day here at the Gold Coast. We've been talking about all the prizes. We'll get into that a little bit later on in the show. First, we'll start off with Ella's adventures. What did you get up to last weekend?
I didn't mention this on the show, but I ended up going to Cairns. I did a little 24-hour trip to the homeland for me. So, yeah, it was very impulsive of me. But Ella's adventures, she continues on. I had to do it for the show.
Can't sit still.
Yeah, I needed a story for this week, so I thought, why not just fly to Cairns?
She might be worth dropping into Steve's office and seeing if he can, just fund some of these trips for you.
Oh, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great? I think
part of the show. It's research.
Exactly. Maybe I'll put it in my contract at review time. Yeah.
What'd you get up to on the weekend, Gibbo?
Not much. My highlight was one of my best mate's daughters, local girl. They live in Tweed, but we'll claim her as a Gold Coast girl. Chloe Cavell, aka Chloe the Flow.
Yes.
13-year-old skateboarder, won X Games gold medal this week. Last year was her first year of international skating, and she picked up a handful of medals, but all silver and bronze. So her first international gold. She's leading the way for the Paris Olympics, so she should be there next year. So everyone follow her, Chloe Cavell. Get on, great kid, great family, and locals. So
came up on my TikTok.
Isn't it?
Unreal. Just a really good kid who has no idea how good she is.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just they said to her after it, "What's tonight going to hold?" She said, "I just want to eat heaps of lollies." Bit different than a dad, I'll tell you.
What about you, Mitch? What about your weekend?
I just worked here. That's what I normally do.
We always miss you off. I thought it was time you could tell us about your weekend. No,
okay. pretty tame. Oh, my horse won at Nowra, but he was $1.50.
Yes,
so
win's a win.
Yeah, that's right. Jockey's premiership. It's going to go right down to the battle. Obviously, Bailey got his nose in front last week with a winning double, so he goes into Saturday with a 1-win lead. How did you see the rides on Saturday?
Yeah, I think we're a little bit the opposite here. I had a little lean to Bailey this week. I think you think it's maybe a little bit null, so it could come down to the last couple of races.
Yeah. Weight of numbers says Bailey. Six rides to 4 is obviously better, but Demiani's going to be awfully hard to beat.
He'll be short.
There was another good ride for Noel as well that sort of jumped off the page at me. Espresso Love.
Yep.
So, but then Bailey's on I Am Voodoo in that race as well.
I Am Voodoo. He's got Mars Epic, Martini Dancer. They're all chances without being really short in the market.
Yeah. So that's another highlight to Saturday's program. Also, a quick shout out to Zach Lloyd, who's going right down to the wire with Dylan Gibbons in the Sydney Premiership. Zach, of course, won the last two apprentice premierships here at the Gold Coast.
No,
before.
Zach last year, Jaden the year before.
They're both Lloyd boys.
Both Lloyd boys, yep.
Yeah, you do more research than I thought.
Look at me go! I finally know something.
So he's got a 3-win lead going into Saturday, so he'll be awfully hard to beat. Yeah. So best of luck to Zach. Good to see a couple of Gold Coast trainers with success in Brisbane on Wednesday at Doomben. Scott Morrissey and Denny Begor were both successful early in the program there. Aristella and Scott's horse's name was Sunny Day. See?
Jeez, you're on.
That's it. I'm going to go now, I think.
I feel like stitches.
And Scott Morrissey doesn't even like me.
That's right. You might be back on the Christmas card list. Good numbers surrounding the Gold Coast trainers on the weekend. Hearing Adam Campton's going to send Deport to Sydney for a benchmark race at
Winnable
Randwick.
race too. Goes up in the weights, which I never loved. Sort of the most weight he's carried for a while.
Yep.
But geez, a nice horse. Comes out of a good Ramornie. I think that form will be very good in that race.
Yeah.
I think around $6 each way, something there.
Yeah, it looks to have found the right race down there. And Peter Roble couldn't have placed Taston Delight any better in Brisbane on Saturday. He finds a Class 3 plate.
Yeah, you're going well too. The stable just continues to kick goals and obviously settle in and get even better.
Yeah, horse is flying at the moment. Well, Ella, your time to shine once again. Let's recap all things Men Matter as we head into the weekend.
Now, you would have seen us wearing these pins last week. We didn't mention them, but these will be on sale for $5 this Saturday. Obviously, all proceeds going to our 3 charities. So if you're on track, pick yourself up a pin. You can grab those at the front gate or in our members areas. Now, where do I even begin? There's so much. Obviously, the Skoda raffle, which we've spoke about heaps on the show. The tickets, they are capped, those tickets, so you have a 1 in 2,850 chance to win, and there's about half left of that allocation. So if you haven't got your tickets, get it, because those odds...
Outstanding.
Yeah. I'd love to be driving home with a Skoda personally. The auctions, the links.
I saw you drive it in the car in the parking lot the other day.
Let's not talk about the park that I did.
Maybe best you not.
Lucky staff can't enter, so I won't be winning that one. Auctions, get bidding with those links are now live. So we've got the Nissan Navara, which I think is already up at around the 40,000 mark. The Hong Kong Jockey trip. So many other auction prizes, a bunch of silent ones as well. So definitely get bidding on those.
They tell me that Derby, the Oaks Day, the Kennedy Oaks Day ones, it's very popular.
It is very popular. It was the very first one the bids started going for, so that one's going to be one that you want to win. We've got the 50-50 charity raffle here. Now that's a cash prize. Now I took a look at the numbers, I did some research. Last year the winner took home $7,212. So we're hoping to beat that, and someone, a lucky winner on track, will take home
it'll be
cash
bigger than
prize.
that.
It will definitely be bigger than that. Giveaways on the day. If you just rock up, you could win. We've got a bunch of giveaways in the Glass House and the Event Centre, so definitely do that. Activations tab, obviously major sponsor. They'll be providing the tab time trials. We had Noel and Michael Carr earlier in the week testing it out, and they were having a blast.
Both boys knocked up pretty quickly. That 90 seconds felt like about 3 minutes, Michael Carl said.
I can't wait to see some punters on track doing that. So the person who has the highest scoring at the end of the day will take home $2,000. So just enter and you can take home $2,000. We've got Tab also providing an Oyster cart for our members, so a special activation just for them. You put a bet on, you can grab your Oyster. Obviously have the Tab app as well. There'll be a barber on track. I know Mitch is very excited about this one.
Held out.
We're saving money with our cul-de-sacs are going. We've got less hair to cut.
So the mobile barbershop will be here doing free haircuts for all the gents on the day. That'll be trackside. We'll also have a photo booth to snap all your pictures. We'll have pop-up bars.
Stallion Soiree where I'll be. You can get a drink on arrival. Glenmorangie.
Yum.
Might have one after each race.
I think so. Mitch is saying that he might pop down in between races.
I think we should sample it before we go back into work. But anyway, that's just me. So it's all going to happen on Saturday. We're looking at, potentially about 3,500, 4,000 people through the gates on Saturday. So the place is going to be pumping.
It will be awesome.
And weather's looking good. So it's going to be an amazing day.
24
get
degrees.
On track.
Perfect.
Obviously, if you're not on track, as we said, all those links, you can still get involved from wherever you are. So if you're not here, get involved, and it's looking to be an amazing day.
Let's find a winner for the program.
I'll go a couple. I'll start in the first race, number 4, Crimson Reward. I think it's probably the best of the day. It's screaming to win a race. I know it can get frustrating when they run second a few times in a row, beating less than half a length, but made the Black Book last time, likes the track. I just think it can be winning the first Crimson Reward. And I'll give you one more. Race 7, number 2, King Kryptos, another track specialist. Just needs a good little ride early to get across or just find some cover behind the leaders. I think just push on and lead, and over this trip will be very hard to catch King Kryptos.
Yeah, it was good last week. Hello?
Oh, well, Mitch stole my tip, so I went for something different, and now Gibbo's just tipped it. But hey, I'm going to stick on it. We can be on the same horse. I've gone King Kryptos as well, race 7, number 2. And also, I can't get off it because I've stayed on it the last 2 times. I'm going Espresso Love as well. So sticking with the horse, and hopefully we get a win.
Mine, Marley Doon to break through, race number 3. Yes, no doubt the boss will be watching. This is about as weak a maiden as it's ever been in. They'll run along, get back. Michael Carl down the outside.
Completely agree. I don't know how many times I've thought this horse would win, but if it handles this track, if it handles the poly, it could bolt in. Part of me hopes it does. But it'll do it. You watch. It'll win the day I'm not on it.
I might have put the shades on it, I think. Blinkers first time.
Good question.
Also on Saturday, the Aaron Kennedy Memorial will kick off the program. Aaron won the Jockey's Premiership here in 2002, 2003. Tragically lost his life, and that's part of the reason behind Men Matter Raceday is guys need to speak out if they're struggling.
Yep.
There's always a phone call or a text message away to someone that might be on the other side that can help you out. So we'll kick-start the program on Saturday with the Aaron Kennedy Memorial. And also, before I go and we leave the show, we can't forget Steve Lyons' birthday.
He's going to hate us for saying this, but of course it is the big boss's birthday on Saturday. What a better day than Men Matter to be celebrating your birthday. He won't let us forget it, but he hates it when it's mentioned to the public.
Happy 40th.
Happy birthday, Steve.
We're still in the doghouse for that fossil comment earlier.
Yeah.
We'll get out of it now, I think.
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
We're so looking forward to Saturday. Can't wait to bring you all the action here from Aquas Park Gold Coast Turf Club on Men Matter Race Day. Let's hope we found a winner or two. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.